Hello and welcome to the regular monthly meeting of the Board of Commissioners held for the purpose of transacting the general business of the township. Today's date is July 8, 2026. The meeting is being held in the Springfield Township building and is also being offered in a live streaming feature. The meeting will also be made available on the township's website beginning tomorrow morning. Comments will not be accepted remotely during the meeting, but instructions for submitting public comment in advance of tonight's meeting were provided as a part of the posted agenda. Mr. Taylor, please summarize any public comment received prior to the meeting.
No public comment was received.
At this time, please stand and join the Board of Commissioners in a moment of silent reflection to honor the servicemen and women who place themselves in harm's way in order to help preserve our safety at home and overseas. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'll entertain a motion dispensing with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting as written and recorded in the official minute book of the township.
So moved.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Please record a unanimous vote. At this time, I'd like to recognize we have a quorum of our commissioners. And now I have a few announcements. First, the Board of Commissioners conducted an executive session as part of our July 6, 2026 workshop meeting to discuss one personnel issue. Next, the Board of Commissioners is pleased to announce once again that a limited number of single-day swimming pool passes are currently available for Springfield Township residents to obtain access to the Flowertown Country Club. The passes are available for loan at the Free Library of Springfield Township from June 15, or it has been active until September 4th. The passes are not available on Sunday, July 12, which is this upcoming Sunday, due to a members-only event, and I've gotten great feedback. It's been well utilized. I don't believe there's even been a waiting list. So good job on that. Next, there is a town hall event upcoming. State Representative Napoleon Nelson will be hosting a town hall meeting on Thursday, August 27th at 7 p.m. at the Free Library of Springfield Township. The meeting will feature an update on the current projects and activities of the Jenkintown Borough, Cheltenham Township, and Springfield Township Environmental Advisory Commissions. That concludes my announcements. The board is now open to comments or questions from the public. The board draws particular attention to those items listed on the agenda this evening. Please be advised that once the committee reports begin, the board can no longer accept questions from the floor. At the conclusion of the committee reports, public comments will once again be accepted. However, official action on those issues listed on the agenda will have already taken place. Therefore, if you wish to comment on an agenda item, now would be the appropriate time, and I'll just say that there is no one in the room to receive comment from. As such, we're going to move right into committee reports. I am chairwoman of the Community Development Committee, and I have no report at this time, so I will now move to the chairman of the Administrative, Fiscal Affairs, and Zoning Committee, Commissioner Lee.
Thank you, Madam President. Two items. First, I move that the Board of Commissioners approve the June check reconciliation in the amount $1,310,035.86, and the July bill listing in the amount of $847,250.61. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Next, I'd like to announce that the Springfield Township Zoning Hearing Board will meet on Monday, July 27th, 2026 at 7 p.m. in the Springfield Township Building to receive testimony on the following applications. First is case 26-14, the application of Helen and Eric Goodroad, owners of the property located at 535 East Willow Grove Avenue in Winmore. The applicants have requested approval to install a 6-foot-high fence along the property lines that adjoin East Willow Grove Avenue and Ardmore Avenue. Property is zoned within the A residential district of Ward 5. Second is case 2615, the application of Winmore Hose Company Number 1, owners of the property at 1103 East Willow Grove Avenue in Winmore. Owners seek approval to construct a 1,050 square foot addition to ground floor of the building and an additional 1,220 square feet to the second floor of the existing building. They seek relief for front yard setback, rear yard setback, expansion of a non-conforming use, An expansion greater than 25%. Proposed expansion is 30.2%. Property is zoned within the B residential district of Ward 5. Copies of the application packets are available for review here in the Community Development Office during normal business hours or on our website at springfieldmonco.org. You can also contact our zoning department at 215-836-7600 extension 1114. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Lee. Two quick things on that. On the matter at the intersection of Ardmore and Willow Grove, I understand our traffic safety officer has been out. Could you advise what he advised?
Yeah, the traffic safety officer met with the homeowners and explained to them that they have to be careful with the placement of the fence, make sure that they don't create a site obstruction at that intersection. The proposed 6-foot fence would go in the exact same location as the current 4-foot fence, which sits slightly above the roadway elevation, so it's elevated as it is. They are going to move the existing fence line on the Ardmore Avenue side out towards the sidewalk, if approved, for a distance no greater than a set of existing steps that lead to the home. So as long as they follow those parameters, the traffic safety officer does not believe there'll be a site obstruction created. They're also going to be removing some landscaping that presently creates a site distance obstruction.
On the other matter, the firehouse renovation, have you seen those plans and what generally can we expect to see?
I've seen floor plans for it. It includes the construction of a additional engine bay or engine room for fire apparatus towards the Southampton Avenue side, as well as a small addition to the rear of the building and a second floor expansion for crew/bunk room.
All right. Thank you. At this time, we'll move to Chairman of the Environmental Resources Committee, Commissioner May.
Thank you, Madam President. Begin with the recycling report. During the month of June 2026, Springfield Township residents recycled 1,145.84 tons of material with a household participation rate of 66%. The net cost for the month was $15,423.26. And then secondly, I'd like to remind everybody regarding the separation of refuse and recyclable materials. I'd like to remind residents to locate refuse and recyclable materials a suitable distance from one another and to clearly label containers so that they are easily identified by the proper collection crew. Unmarked recycling containers that are located too close to refuse containers and or contain unsuitable materials will be treated as refuse and disposed of accordingly. Therefore, please locate your refuse, single stream recyclables, and yard waste materials apart from one another so that they are easily identified and properly disposed. Please also be sure that recyclables are free of food waste and other contaminants so that they may be properly recyclable. Recyclables that contain grease, food, and packing materials will be considered residual waste and not recycled. And I would just add that with the recyclables, the cost to get them removed from the township is a fraction of the cost of what it costs to get rid of waste and general garbage. So you're really doing the township a great service if we can properly recycle and recycle as much as possible of all your paper and glass and aluminum. So everybody's cooperation there would be a great service. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner May. Next, we move to the Chairwoman of the Public Safety Committee, Commissioner McNamara.
Thank you, Madam President. I have two motions this evening and one announcement. First, I move that the Board of Commissioners waive section 3303.1 of the Springfield Township Fire Prevention Code in order that the North Hills Country Club may conduct a professional fireworks display on Sunday evening, September 6th, 2026 at approximately 8:15 p.m. as part of the club's annual Labor Day celebration. The approval is conditioned upon the following. 1, the pyrotechnical firm and North Hills Country Club shall add Springfield Township as an additional insured on their certificates of insurance for the event. And 2, the pyrotechnical firm and the North Hills Country Club shall work closely with the Springfield Township Fire Marshal and Orland Fire Company to help prevent an accident and to create a plan of action in the event that an accident does occur during the activity. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? I have a question, maybe open-ended. Have we ever ascertained if the costs of these aerial drone shows are getting closer to the cost of these fireworks, or does anyone happen to know? Maybe just something we can learn and see if we can't incentivize something different in the future. We have a motion. There is a second, and all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, nay? Hearing none, please record a unanimous vote.
Thank you. Next is regarding the Police Civil Service Commission. I move that the Board of Commissioners reappoint Edward Bell to a new six-year term of service as a voting member, and Glenn Shawm, Elizabeth Ladawak, and Elizabeth McNamara to new 6-year terms of service as alternate members of the Police Civil Service Commission. The new terms of service shall expire July 16th, 2026.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Hearing none, please record a unanimous vote.
Lastly, I have an announcement regarding National Night Out. The Springfield Township Police Department will celebrate National Night Out on Tuesday, August 4th, 2026 from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Springfield Township Municipal Campus. National Night Out is a community building campaign that promotes police community partnerships and neighborhood camaraderie to make our neighborhoods safer, more caring places to live. National Night Out enhances the relationship between neighbors and law enforcement while bringing a true sense of community. Furthermore, it provides a great opportunity to bring police and neighbors together under positive circumstances. This year's celebration will feature free food, music, games, and more. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next, we move to Commissioner Morris, Chairman of the Cultural Resources Committee.
Thank you, Madam President. I have no report this evening.
All right, thank you. We now move to Commissioner Goldberg, Chairman of the Parks and Recreation Resources Committee.
Thank you, Madam President. I have a resolution, number 1696, Parks and Recreation Professionals Day. Since 1985, July has been celebrated as the nation's official Parks and Recreation Month. The Pennsylvania Recreation and Parks Society honors the men and women with careers in parks and recreation throughout the state on Parks and Recreation Professionals Day. This celebration is held annually on the third Friday in July. Therefore, I move that the Board of Commissioners of Springfield Township adopt resolution number 1696, a resolution proclaiming Friday, July 17th, 2026 as National Parks and Recreation Professionals Day in Springfield Township. And to celebrate National Parks and Recreation Professionals Day, the Springfield Township Parks and Recreation Department will conduct a live children's concert at Cisco Park on Friday, July 17th, beginning at 10 a.m. The featured performer will be Alley Oops and will include a mix of classic children's tunes, well-loved pop songs, and interactive original music.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? I'll just say that our Parks and Recreation professionals do an excellent job. We're growing Parks and Recreation heavily. And so hats off to the department. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Say nay. Hearing none, please record a unanimous vote.
And I would just make one comment, which is that this is in addition to the excellent Thursday night concerts in Cisco, which are really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
That
you.
concludes my report, Madam President.
Thank
my-
you,
my
Commissioner.
motion.
We now move to the Chairman of the Public Works and Facilities Committee, Commissioner Kirk.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I have one exceptionally lengthy item this evening. It is a motion, and I move that the Board of Commissioners reappoint Matt Johnson and Jared Schwartz to new 3-year terms of service as voting members, and BJ Bear to a new 3-year term of service as an alternate member of the Springfield Township Shade Tree Commission. The new terms of service shall expire July 13th, 2029. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed, say nay. Hearing none, please record a unanimous vote.
Thank you, Madam President. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Kirk. At this time, the board is once again open to receiving public comment. Once again, there's no one in the room, so I'm going to conclude public comment. At this time, unless we have anything else to say, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
Is this the appropriate time
This is-
for me to read a long rambling statement?
This is the perfect time for you to read
Oh, wait, I'll save it for another day.
the Emancipation Proclamation as read by
Is the
Commissioner Lee
filibuster still in play?
to celebrate the 250 years of America. And kudos to the Orland Lions for hosting an excellent parade. You see before us a banner that we were able to obtain with this and the flags that you saw us wave with a generous grant by the county to help us celebrate this year, the name of which I'm not going to say because I think I'm going to mess it up and then the rest of it. So thank you all and have a good night. Sounds like we have I have
Wait, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn,
So
anyone?
moved.
So moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Nay. Please accept a unanimous vote and we are adjourned. Thank you,
Click,
everybody.
click. 7:46.